It's a nice day. You know what? I think I'm gonna do a backflip tutorial today. Roll the intro. To change What's going on, guys? So today I am going to be true to my word and do a backflip tutorial. If you're just starting out with flipping, this is going to be the video for you. If you're not a flipper and you're watching my channel, then oh well, teach your friends. If you got anybody who's struggling with their backflip or wants to improve with it or is wanting to learn for the first time, okay, thought there was somebody at my gate. If you got somebody who's wanting to actually learn how to do a backflip, this is the video for them and for you, I guess. First, you obviously want to warm up and stretch. If you don't stretch, you run the risk of injury and not being able to perform at the best of your abilities. For warm up, try doing some hops and just to get the blood flowing through your muscles, you know, anything you think will be used when you're doing the actual flip itself. Now, to practice the actual flip, you want to be able to do a backward somersault. Doing the backward somersault will help with getting over the fear of going over your head. If you try to do a backflip out of nothing with no experience whatsoever and just try to huck it, you're most likely going to end up like one of these people.
Don't actually. Oh god. Oh no.
It pains me to see people who do that. Practice the backward roll and backward somersault, whatever you want to call it, multiple times until you have it down like it's nothing. Push off more with your arms. So you want to have your arms up by your head when you're doing the somersault so you can support yourself instead of just putting all the pressure on the back of your head and your neck. That is very bad for your spine, and you can run the risk of injury by doing that. Instead, what you want to do this time is push off the ground with your hands. If you can push off the ground like that, then you know you can do the next thing that we're going to do. But practice those and make sure you have enough strength in your arms to actually push off all the way. Make sure you're able to push off and go all the way up to your feet. If you can't go all the way up to your feet, then, well, I don't know. Whatever you think comes from that will come, I guess. The boogeyman will get you. There you go. Boogeyman gonna get you. Once you feel comfortable with it, it's time to put more power into it and turn it into a back handspring. Now, this is the way I learned, not the way that coaches teach you at like gymnastic centers and stuff. I'm self-taught, so if my form is terrible, I'm sorry. This is just how I learned. You can suck it. Just kidding. Just kidding. If there's any gymnasts out there watching this and you're like gagging because my form is so bad, then you can have a good life. See you in the next video. What I did is I had a little bit of peer pressure in this situation. My friend Cameron, she taught me how to back handspring right here in my backyard, actually. First, we did it on the trampoline, and she was like, it's really easy. Just extend your arms all the way back like this. Make sure they're blocked out like this. Not hyperextending elbow, but blocked enough to where I can smack this and it won't like bend down, but it also won't hyperextend to house. But make sure they're all the way up. You're going to want to throw backward, leaning back at a 90-degree angle with your legs and just kind of throwing it. I threw it on the trampoline. She said, okay, I'm pretty sure you could get that on flat ground. I was like, what? She's like, you're gonna do that on the ground right now. I was like, okay. And I was like, there's no way I'm doing that. She's like, yes, there's a way you're doing it. So what I did is I pulled out a little foam mattress thing, set it down on the ground to help with getting over the fear of that, and she just said, huck it. And that didn't work, so turned on some music, got some motivation going, did a couple hops and stuff, get the adrenaline flowing, you know, and I did back handspring, and that It's a trick that stuck with me ever since. What I did is I basically was training my back handspring so much and putting so much power into it, I would explode in the legs, throwing my arms back, and it just got to the point where I was landing kind of like Spider-Man. And one time I did it and I got to my hands and knees and I was like, holy crap, did I just do a backflip? I would still put my hands out just for reassurance, but I would incorporate a tuck and then kind of open up. What I found is I was opening up too early. Now the tuck is basically your knees come into your chest. Your knees, this thing right here, it's gonna come to your chest. When you throw, knees come to chest. Do not bring your arms to your knees. That will kill your rotation. Don't do it. It does not work. You think to rush the tuck, but trust me, it does not work. Your tuck needs to be powerful. And you'll find when you're learning the backflip, your abs are gonna be super sore the next day. Anytime you train new flips or something, you're always going to be super sore. Trust me. I'm the kind of flipper who wants to progress with every single session, so I'm constantly super sore. Congratulations, you did it. You've incorporated all the steps. You've gotten over the fear of going over your head. You've done the back handspring, put so much power into it that it now feels like a backflip, and you've tucked. Now you can improve from there. So some tips, I have 3 tips for you guys. Count them, 1, 2, 3. 3 tips that you guys are going to get of how to improve or land your backflip. 4 tips, I lied, 4 tips. Tip number 1, find where your power comes from. Your power comes from your legs or your chest. If you're really wanting to get good at your backflip, your power wants to come from both your legs and your chest. If you're using too much of your legs, most likely you're going to get high, but you're not going to get rotation. If you're relying too much on your chest, you're going to get a lot of rotation, but not enough height. Second tip I have for you guys. When you're throwing your arms, you want to start all the way back here, swing them down, all the way up past your head basically. If you come all the way up past your head, you're golden. You've got the necessary rotation and height to actually complete the backflip. Next is just pulling it around for the actual tuck and land. The third tip I have for you is I already said this before, but bring your knees to your chest, not your arms to your knees. If you do that, that's going to kill your rotation, kill your height, kill everything. You're basically dead. You're just throwing yourself in midair and you're gonna go, and you're gonna die like one of these guys. Okay, yeah, beat, bang. Not fun. The fourth and final tip I have for you guys is put as much power into the takeoff as you would like trying to lift a car. Give it your all every time you do a backflip. If you do that, you will improve a lot faster. You will improve way quicker than anybody that you have ever seen flipping. If you give it your all and you want to actually get a solid backflip or back tuck, whatever you want to call it, you give it your all every single time, I promise you, you will be probably at the level of, like, Nick Fry. By the way, if you want to go check out Nick Fry, I'll have his link in the description. He's a pretty cool dude. Keep the same power that you have in the takeoff throughout the entire flip as well. Because if you don't really have consistent power, and you just power through on the takeoff, but then just kind of flop in the middle of the air, you're gonna end up in the emergency room, pal. It's not gonna be a fun day for you. If you guys find you're struggling with your backflip still and you can't figure out why, record it at me on Instagram. My Instagram is @flippedperspective right here. I'm going to challenge you guys to do 100 reps of this backflip every single time you train. So every time you train your backflip, try to get like 10 reps in every session, or 15, or however many you want. You can do all 100 and well, one session, I guess, if you want. If you do that, your backflip will improve so much. You will be like master tricker level, almost like, I don't know, Michael Guthrie, Kyle Skelly, Bailey Payne, even Lil Nate. All their Instagrams will either be displayed on screen or in the description below. Let's hurry and get a backflip in on the tramp or something. I'm going to put all of these things into effect and watch how high my backflip will go. See, I nearly over-rotated. That's how powerful it was. Yeah, son. That's all you need to know for a backflip. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on those post notifications. Comment your favorite part down below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Yeah, son. That's all you need to know for a backflip. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on those post notifications. Comment your favorite part down below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.